Hey guys, what's up? It's Titan, the trilliest man you'll ever meet. And due to popular request, I was going to do an editing live stream on the most recent Sunday Funday live stream, the Space Engineers one, where I trolled the shit out of Minnie and had him kick me eventually. I requested this a bunch because you guys wanted to see how I made these things and little things I've learned and tips and tricks and stuff like that. And hopefully, with the comments you guys throw up here on the live stream, maybe we can make the most ridiculous montage ever made. That would be definitely interesting. Can you guys hear me okay? All the audio working? I'm quiet. Is this better? Am I louder? You hear me? Here, let me see if you guys hear the game audio too. Oh, not the game audio, the stream. You guys hear this?
Commander Sith Master.
I tested audio levels before here, but you guys sound quiet. I'll just turn it up a little bit. Hopefully that'll work out for you guys. So what I did beforehand so far is I've basically watched the entire 2-hour stream and pulled out all the clips that I thought were interesting, and we got a lot. I got about 23 minutes, it looks like, of footage we got to go through here. I'll turn myself up a little bit more. There we go. So yeah, I hopefully don't want to use all this footage because it's quite a long montage, but hey, you know, we'll see what we got. To be honest, there was a really lot of good stuff in there. So basically what I did is this is just Premiere. All I did was I went to YouTube, used a YouTube downloading program, and I downloaded the Space Engineers Sunday Funday live stream that we just did. And I got it in 1080p, 60 FPS, so this is going to be gorgeous. So as always, we always start out with the first beginning clip, which is always when Minnie shows up and he starts saying, you know, welcome to the Sunday Funday live stream. What I basically do to get all of these clips is I pull up the entire live stream. Starts at the beginning right down here. You know, I hit play, watch the live stream back, and I can mark. So be careful. And I can mark in and out points with these items here. You can either click these, or you can use I and O, and you can mark in and out points to pull clips from it. It's really simple. You can just click and drag and bring the clips in, audio and video. You can just click video to pull out the video, or you can just pick out the audio to pull out the audio. And literally all I did was watch this entire thing, I and O, and find the stuff that I liked for this entire live stream. That's all I did here. And I was doing this in the assembly tab. All this is just has your files, your timeline where all your videos are, and the actual playback. Now that's not what it normally looks like. This is what it normally looks like when you get it actually. Well, actually, this is my saved layout, but yeah, whatever. You can resize any of these windows. You can make them smaller, make them larger, and I like to focus on the playback window. I don't really care about this, and I don't really care about the timeline too much. I'm just here to pick out footage. Usually when I edit, I'm in the effects tab because, of course, I do a lot of effects editing and stuff like that. So basically, I always start. I found this clip right here where Minnie wasn't talking. You know, I was doing stupid stuff, and eventually we killed him in the next clip. You know, it was kind of funny, but he wasn't there, so I want to kind of make a joke, making fun of him losing his mic again, like he has so many times. It's ridiculous. So I was hoping to find a part where before I'm talking, I believe I do a little shimmy right here. So I want to make a joke somehow about him not having his mic on, and then zoom into myself here and like kind of shake the screen a little bit and make some sort of funny comment about Minnie, like Minnie is shitty or something like that, or Minnie doesn't know how to do live streams properly, or things, you know, that kind of stuff. So I'll just start with basically some effects opening. Open the effects tab. Up on the effects side here, you got the, you know, audio effects, transitions, video effects, video transitions. I usually start out, I kind of go through my entire videos and just kind of do audio and transitions first, but let's just start with some video transitions. I just do the standard dissolve and throw it on the beginning. And for audio transitions, I just do a constant gain. Those are my two favorite things. It just fades the video in and brings the audio up. That's all it is. To zoom in on this timeline, I'm using Alt and the scroll wheel to zoom in and out right here. So if you zoom in close enough, you can see the new effects that we just added, which is the fade in and the audio fade in as well. So you can, resize these to anything you like, whatever you want. I'm gonna keep it a little short and get that to come in. You'll see it'll kind of fade in right here. Resize this a little bit. So what do you guys think about that idea where I'm gonna kind of make fun of Minnie here with some text about how he's talking and there's nothing to be heard, and then when I get to about right here, I'm gonna zoom in over here, shake the screen, and say some sort of sarcastic comment about Minnie. Yes, fuck you, Minnie is a great one. I think I'll just do fuck you, Minnie. What do you? That's hilarious. Okay, let's do that. So, what do you want him to say? I'm an idiot and I forgot to turn my mic on. Okay. Well, let's make some text. So a good way to do that is get this little text tool on the side right here. You can just click on it, make some text, start typing. I am an idiot and forgot to turn my mic on. Now you can't see all that text because it's off screen. That's fine. I'm going to select all of it. I'm going to come out of the effects tab here. I'm going to go down to essential graphics, which is the new text tool. And you can see exactly what you typed in here. You can change it here. And here's all the settings you can add to. Oh, Minnie, I see you inside chat there. I'm going to make fun of you a lot. Fuck you. So yeah, of course, Minnie hates Comic Sans. So that's what we're doing. Comic Sans it is. I like to make it a little bit smaller probably because, or no, I'll just make it a little bit bigger. Take our tool here and stretch it open. We can center it and use these two tools over here. Where are they at? Center it in the screen. I'm gonna put it somewhere up here. We want to center it there. Nice. Maybe we can add a little bit of a stroke to it. Make it black. That gives it a little black outline around it. So it makes it pop out a little bit. And that's kind of usually how I like mine. I do add shadows, but they are entirely unnecessary. It just really makes that text pop out over bad backgrounds, to be honest, is really all it does. Minnie is in love with me and talks about me at work all day, and he likes watching these videos rather than work. Yes, I mean, you are him himself, so yeah. Fuck you. So yeah, we'll just throw that in there. We'll have it, fade in. We can go back to the effects. Just simple dissolves. Really don't have to think about much. I'm just going to have it disappear because I'm going to be really quick transitioning myself. So we'll start it. That definitely needs to be a lot sooner. I'm an idiot. Forgot to turn my mic on. We'll have some music in the background. Oh, see right when I start moving. You can use the left and right arrows to go one frame at a time. And the second I see myself move, right there, is where I'll stop the text. So it'll disappear. So right when I move, text is gone. Probably be nice to throw a little bit of audio in the background already. Let's get some stupid song. You're his manager, huh? Mm-hmm. Let's see. Mischief. And I can't hear anything. Odd. I can't hear any playback from VLC when it does that. Oh, I have an idea why. you guys hear the VLC stuff going through? Oh yeah. Here we go. This song could work. I don't know if you guys can hear it or not. Just throw that in on the timeline. Awesome. So of course, music is extremely loud. So I'm gonna go ahead and bring that down. What I did here is I scrolled open the audio wheel. You can hit for videos and basically just resize stuff to make it easier to see, or it'll pull up some additional things. I just opened up the audio, and there's this little bar in the middle you can use to lower or raise the dB. And what I'll look for is I'll mute the audio track before I'll play it and watch the playback sound, see how loud it is. Uh-oh, I can't play. Lovely. Give me a second here. And I broke Premiere. Okay, let's restart it. Oh, I can't even stop it. Lovely. It's saved. It's all cool. I recently canceled my license, so it's going to give me a message about stupid stuff, but I don't need to look at it. You're fucking with me. Premiere just didn't open. Give me a second. I'm a tad quiet. Holy crap. Here. Levels. Here we go. Really? Alright, boys and girls. I canceled my subs real quick. I'm going to go ahead and resub real quick. I'm going to put you on hold for a second, guys. Hold on. All right, I'm back, guys. Things have been resolved. I guess I didn't have those 30 days I thought I was going to have. Lovely. Back to the montage. My audio should be fixed if you had problems earlier. Okay, back to this. So you'll see, like, this is the dB meter here. You'll see how loud it's getting. Generally, voices are somewhere around the 12 to 6 or 18 to 6 area, it kind of seems like. Not always, but sometimes. The loud ones, at least. So I try to keep the music right below that. So I'll just kind of mess with it until I kind of get it below the rest of the audio. Somewhere like right there is probably fine. Of course, I might mess with that later, but for now, that's okay. And again, for the same thing, I'm going to do an audio transition on that music, so we don't want to just fly in here. It's not going to be very steep, but we're going to have something in there. Like this. Okay, maybe a little bit shorter, or longer actually, a little more of a fade.
Jedi 35.
Okay, so after I want that to kind of go away. I'm gonna zoom back out for a second and cut. So what I can do here is I can hit C, or I can go over to the cut tool, and I can cut the footage. There's too much of a long pause there before somebody said something else, so I'll just basically cut this trip out, delete it. I can either just drag it over, maybe not hit X, or you can right click and hit ripple to delete, which should hopefully move all footage over like that never existed. So now there's a cut here. It really won't be noticed very much at all, too. There we go. Alright, so let's do that zoom in thing with the fuck you mini. So first I want to do the zoom in shake thing, and then we'll add the fuck you mini to it. So we're in the effects tab. When you click on a clip, any clip you want, or text or anything like that, you'll pull up all of the effects panels for it. You'll see at the top here, you can kind of look through all of them. Like you can go over lumetri, which lets you look at color scopes and stuff like that. You can pull up your sources, audio mixers. We're just going to stay at the effects. And again, just select your clip that you want to mess with. So right on the timeline, when that text disappears, I'm going to get the exact point, which is right here. On your left here, you have like the position and scale. If you move these, you'll move the image up and down, left and right, all that kind of stuff, and scale. Basically, this is like a timeline. You can basically plot down points to make it move around. So I want, of course, the image to stay at this point to here. Like I don't want it to move around beforehand. So say if I make this move and then add some sort of dot right here, the image will start out like that. I don't want that. So I'm going to add some markers here for scale and position. So everything before this point should stay normal. But after here, so say if I do something like this and move it, you'll notice that in between those two, it'll slowly alter the image. That's kind of how that works. So what I want to do is I want to quickly zoom into myself. Really quickly. It's probably like right there. What I'll do is I'll zoom in with scale. I'll move the camera over to my face-ish area. Zoom out a little bit. Find something good. I'm going to try to keep that black out of there. So that should probably work. Something like that. Now, definitely going to want to edit that a little bit. I think I'm a little too high. So let's bring that down a little bit. And again, I'm using these things right here to resize and zoom in. That's all it is. So I can do that. And put a big fuck you mini right here. How's that sound? So let's get another text tool. Find out the part that I zoom in. Just a little bit after. And let's throw some text. Right here. Again. Hashtag fuck you mini. Nice. And again, you can do the exact same thing and do all this editing. Another way to do it is you can actually copy and paste the previous text to keep its exact editing style and just change the text, because I can at any time click on the text tool and click in here and change the text. But another way to do it is if you go to this text, unfortunately, I don't see a way to keep it like this for every project. It seems you have to make new presets every project, but you can kind of make presets. So I can do a fuck you mini preset. So when I go back over to here and click on the text, I can click on master styles, hit fuck you mini, and it's edited correctly. I've been unable to make one where it stays like this, unfortunately, for every project. This will reset itself every new project, unfortunately. So I guess we'll put a nice proper fuck you mini right there. So it should be something like this. And right there is where we'll kind of zoom out back. So back to this clip. We'll add some new markers because in between this phase, we don't want the camera to move. If I made changes right here, from here to there, it would slowly make those changes. But I don't want that. I want a quick zoom out again. So what I'll do is I'll basically reset it to its default state. Now, it's really hard to just zoom out and resize things to be perfect again. You can just go beforehand and remember what the numbers are. 960, 540, and 100. So I can just type these numbers in. Which will get something like this.
Jedi.
Nice little zoom in and out. Now you guys think I should track the fuck you MIDI above my head and have it shake around with me? Or my hand or something like that? Or you guys think it's okay up there just by itself? Because I could kind of make it go, well, not that. I could kind of make the text go like this and follow my head. That is a lot of work, but it's plausible. Maybe you guys want to see how I do that? Okay. Yeah, definitely throw some comments in chat, guys, so you guys can tell me what we want to do here, because the idea is to kind of crowdsource this together, give you guys some ideas of how to do this all, but also at the same time, figure out the most creative and interesting ways to fuck with Mini. It's going to be great. So if you guys want to give me some ideas here, we'll see. I guess I'll go ahead and do it just because, so you guys can see how it's done. I found that if you really kind of want to center align the text, you kind of want to have it in the middle as best you can and kind of close off the corners. It just kind of makes things a little easier for the editing. Just kind of want it closed off. Because when you try to translate its movement and stuff like that, it will kind of be off if you don't have it perfectly centered. Like if I put up here and try to translate it, it won't do exactly what you want it to. It's really hard to explain. Just try to put the text in a small box and then center align everything. This is basically how I would do it. I would go to the beginning of the clip, and the first thing I need to do is I need to find its initial position. So I need to kind of bring this up. And what I'm doing right now is I'm clicking on this and dragging left and right to move things around. So kind of start like that. I think that's a pretty good spot. You can do scale to make it look further away, or you can make it bigger. It's kind of your choice. I think that's fairly good. So to start this, you want to do the same thing we did before. You need to do movement positions. Start those two little things. So what I'll do is I'm basically looking for the stopping and starting of motion. So right now I'm going back down. I'm going to wait till I get back down and see I'm starting to come back, stopping and going back up. I want to try to find the part right when I stop going down, which is about right here. Now what I'm basically going to do is you just take these controls, move it down there. Just like that. Now, it might not be perfect yet, but this is kind of what you get. Now, of course, that's not perfect. So what you can do is you can figure out where it's going too far. Like right here, it should be a lot further down. So you can add another change in it right here. And figure out before it. So right here, it's too low. Again, you can make changes to fix it. So like right there, that was an unnecessary move. Or maybe not. Maybe just bring us down a little bit more. Okay, that's not too bad. That works. Basically, we do the opposite thing. Find where motion stops. Motion moved here, so let's bring it up a little bit. Make it pause. To make something pause, you just add an empty keyframe with no change. Bring it back up. And again, it's basically you just keep doing this until you get it perfect. This is why I'd stop text editing with live stream every time, because I have to do these so often, and it's just really a lot of busy work. I mean, it's fun for sure. It makes really cool stuff. And what we'll have so far will look like this. Not much done. Add another keyframe. It's going down. This will actually be a little bit easier because it's repetitive. So I shouldn't really have to do much editing in between. It goes right back up. Yes, it's basically stop motion, kind of, yeah. But however, it does the work for you in between. So sometimes I don't have to make keyframes. Like as you can see here, there are lots of spaces because the animation software inside of the Premiere itself is doing the busy work. It's not perfect always. So yeah, it can get really insane. But you can also kind of get lazy and not care, because if it's really fast movement, you also don't really have to do too much to fix it. Like right here, there should be a pause. Text shouldn't be moving yet too much. What I can do is I can fix it like that. See, it doesn't look perfect at all, but it can work when we're doing it really fast. If we don't like it once we're done, we can just go back and make changes. So let's go do this a couple more times. Figure out the next point where he starts moving up. Figure out when he stops. Again, move it up. He starts moving back down immediately. There was no pause. Almost done with a rough edit. Okay. There was a little bit of a pause there. Going back up. Movement stopped there. Let's go back up. Movement stopped. Let's go back down. And technically, to be honest, you might be able to copy and paste these things a couple times. It might work out for you. But animations always aren't perfect. Okay, so we're going to go up again. I have a feeling we're going to have to edit this one a little bit. Yeah, a little bit. Too many spots where it was too close. Okay, have it pause till about there, because there's no movement in between here. The text shouldn't move. And it's going back down. Okay, about right there. And then we bring the text back down again. This is what we have so far with rough edit. See, it's not too insane. It's not too bad. It can definitely be done better, but it works. Another thing you can do is work with depth, because right here he gets really close. You can also do something with depth right here. So depth is basically scale. So I basically just added another keyframe right here by clicking this button, so nothing changes in between then. I'm going to see if I want it to zoom in towards the end. So let's make it just a tiny bit bigger. Right there. Make it a little bit bigger. So basically between this, it'll get a little bit bigger. Now it's definitely getting too big. Let's do like 102. And then work on the animation a little bit. So that's how you can make something look like it's getting closer. You just basically make it bigger as it moves. So I think that's going to be fine for now. Fuck you, Mini. Mini needs an eye. Am I missing a mini? Oh, yeah, you're right. That's easy to fix. Again, you can just hit the text tool or hit T on your keyboard. Click on it. Go over. Add an eye. Oh, wow, there is an eye. I just have it too closed. Open it up a tiny bit. There you go. Of course, this will look a little bit less choppy when it's fully rendered out. But yeah, that's that.
Jedi 35.
YouTuber. Redskin Legend.
Commander Sith Master.
Razor Karu.
Rio.
And Titan Hair Boys.
Okay. It's a little bit too long again, so I'm going to cut out the end right here. Don't want that. So maybe in these scenes I can zoom into each person we think it is. I'm not sure if that'll work because I'm not really sure who's who. I know Ryuk was somewhere back here, you know. This is just a scene revealing everybody else who they are and commander names and stuff like that.
YouTuber. Redskin Legend.
Commander Sith Master.
Razor Karu.
Rio.
And Titan Hair Boys.
Okay.
What? So you? Is that what you said?
Fan?
So I guess we can make, so basically right here Minnie was saying something and I was like, Minnie, I'm going to kill you, you know, something like that.
Do what? So you? Is that what you said?
Fan?
I heard kill. I heard kill.
How about now? Yeah, there it goes. Now it's transmitting. Sorry, guys. I've been having some mic issues.
So maybe a little bit less audio for now.
Some mic issues. All right,
Where's my
guys.
ship
Let's
at,
mine some iron.
So right here's like a clip basically where I was talking to Minnie. Minnie brought his mic back up finally and just let everybody know, just to kind of give the idea that Minnie's mic's fixed. It's the only reason this clip is in here.
How about now? Yeah, there it goes. Now it's transmitting. Sorry, guys. I've been having some mic issues.
It seems like it cuts a little area to me, so I'm going to try to move everything. So here's another tool you can use. It's called the Track Select Forward tool. Basically, when you select the track, it'll select everything past it. However, it's kind of annoying because it'll select the audio too. But what you can do is you can move everything over. You can put the audio back, nice and easy. And then you can grab here at the end of the clips. You can extend them out if you think you cut off something. So.
Been having some mic issues. Speaking. I've been having some mic issues. Guys, I've been having some. There it goes. Now it's transmitting. Sorry, guys. I've been having.
I think I'm going to cut out that end clip entirely because I can't seem to get, because I don't want him talking about speaking that next part. So I'm just going to kind of go ahead and cut it here. I don't want that at all.
All right,
Where's
guys,
my ship
let's
at,
mine some iron. Oh, I hit it on the asteroid. Have fun finding it.
I know where it is, but I'm not saying.
I have to look for my dick.
My dick. And don't.
I know where it is, but I'm not saying.
I have to look for my dick.
My dick.
So it looks like the audio tracks in most of these right now are kind of low for speech.
Now it's transmitting. Sorry, guys.
Even,
All right,
which is good. It's better than Minnie's high-pitched screams. If you change the text, does it change it for all the frames you were working on? No. Oh, you mean the animated frames? Yes. Okay, so think of the text more of as an object, as a clip. I'm editing the object in the clip. I'm not actually editing like the different letters, movements in space or stuff like that. So I can literally add in whatever I want here, you know, like, you know, tits, and it's all fine, you know, nothing's crazy. Or I could be like, what? I don't like Sith. Fuck Sith. You know, animated fuck Sith. Yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and fix that real quick. Just control Zing here. Okay. Yeah. Sorry, Seth. Again, there's your spot in the montage.
Do what? So you?
I'm gonna turn the music off for now so we can hear the text and speech and stuff like that.
Mine some iron.
To look for my dick.
Okay, so back what I was talking about actually earlier, I think I want to increase the audio level for all this. Now, of course, you can individually go into each clip and do what I did here with the music to turn its audio up. There's another way to do it for like mass clips. I think they all need to be raised a little bit regardless. So I'm going to select all the audio. I'm going to right click on anything and you can go to audio gain. And in here you can really just adjust the gain or set the gain or normalize things, which is helpful. But I'm just basically going to increase things by like 3 and see what happens. So I can just kind of zoom back in, go back to playing audio and see where the audio levels are at.
I have to look for my dick.
My dick. And don't damage the med bay, please.
No, please don't damage.
The med bay.
Oh yeah, no.
Okay, that's better, but we can go a lot further because we're still only hitting like around 12. Like I said, usually when he screams at his highest pitch, hits 6. So he was laughing pretty loud there. So I want a little bit more so I can boost it over the audio. Let's add like maybe 4 more gain. Yes, you can also add negative in there to decrease the gain as well. Same thing.
No, please don't damage the med bay.
Yeah, until we get materials.
Fix the med bay.
Oh yeah, no, that was hilarious.
That was that.
That seems like a better proper. So now when I play the music over it, it's really loud.
Let's mine some iron. Oh, I hit it on the asteroid. Have fun finding it.
I know where it is, but I'm not saying.
I have to look for my dick.
My dick. And don't damage the med bay, please.
Okay.
Let's mine some iron. Oh, I hit it. Sorry, guys. Alright,
Where's my
guys.
Okay, so that clip's fine. I don't think there's anything in there where you can really need to add. So
And don't damage the med bay, please. We only have one.
Please don't damage the med bay.
Yeah, until we get materials.
Fix the med bay.
Oh yeah, no, that was hilarious.
That was the greatest.
So that was a callback back to one of our previous clips where, of course, I broke the med bay, killed everybody, only Smoofy was alive, you know, all that kind of stuff. I don't think I really want to do a callback to any previous footage with like a picture-in-picture. You could totally do. I don't think I want to do that. I'm thinking about might do that sometime later in this. But basically, if you really wanted to do something like that, you could go pull up your, you know, clips for that. Let me find Premiere, not projects, Premiere, finish videos. So here's some of the videos I made. My laptop holds most of them, to be honest. So I can look and pull up which one it was. I know it was the, what do you call it? The Space Engineers ones. Looks like I made those on my laptop, so they're actually being stored on my laptop right now, so I don't have them in here. But yeah, basically what you can do is you can just drag that footage over into the system here, and you can have the audio and video separately. And really cool stuff though is, you know, you can put stuff over it, but you'll notice that whatever's on top will overwrite the previous, so that clip on the bottom is now gone. But again, like, you can still mess with position and scale controls. So here's how I do a picture. I would zoom the picture out, I would move it up, and there you go. Now I have the 2 videos playing over each other. Now the audio is going to be really garbled.
And don't damage the med bay, please.
It's actually freezing. There we go.
Shut down and it's falling.
Please don't damage the med bay.
Yeah, until we get materials.
Yeah, so that's just basically how you would do something like that. Again, you edit it your own way personally too. So, moving on to the next clip then.
We have no.
So I'm going
The base just shut down and it's falling. Fuck!
What? Oh shit! Clear!
I'll save it. I'll save it.
How the?
We have no uranium to put into that, guys.
And it's gone.
We're doomed.
Oh, there goes the base.
But also, for some reason, I can't.
Oh,
build
great.
anything.
Go Titan, go! Use the Medic!
I don't see the ship anymore.
It's straight down.
Okay, so I think this is a good part. We can show you how to do animations in the movement of the picture as well, so you can zoom in and track an object. It's the same way the previous ones have worked, the same way text worked. You just got to animate the movement of the screen. So I kind of want to zoom in on the dick and kind of watch it fly by. So I'll want to start the clip out with nothing a little bit, like go in a little bit, so it's like the establishing shot, and then zoom in on the dick. So I'll start like right here, position and scale, so nothing before it starts. It'll be a nice and quick zoom. So we'll zoom in. And there is the dick. And again, those are set. So, of course, Minnie's trying to track it himself. He's not perfect. We're going to have the zoom in probably stop about right here-ish, I would say. So I'll make 2 panels here. We'll set these back to their original values. I think it was 560 and 940 if I remember correctly. Right? Nope, backwards again. So here, so 960, 540, 100. Oh, I guess I don't want to do that just yet, actually. Let's undo what I just did right there because I need to make a shot before it to do nothing. We don't want any changes in there. Then a few frames over, then back to normal. So, I mean, this is going to look really bad for right now because there's no animation, but this is just the shot
also,
for now.
For some reason, I can't.
Oh, great.
Go Titan, go! Use the dick!
I don't see the ship anymore.
Okay, so what we'll do inside of that, basically, we now need to animate the tracking. So, right here is where it starts moving. So far he's tracking decently. Just keep going. Now I really could try to keep the middle of the ship inside the center of the screen the whole time. I guess I could do that. I just need to find each point where it starts to deviate. So like right there it starts to deviate, so we'll make some marks. You don't need to actually put any scale marks here because we're not going to be changing the scale most likely. So it deviates between there. So what I can do is I can raise the footage and center it during those 3 frames. Should be tracking it, hopefully. Try that again. It doesn't move for a little while, so add a part. Okay, right to here. There's no movements on Minnie's camera, and there's movement of the ship. So let it there, so that helps keep track of it. And a little bit of a space. Keep going down. Minnie's camera starts moving there, so again, I'm going to move this around right before he does. The idea is to do this before motion on screen takes place. That way you can do it perfectly, because if he moves his camera down while you're trying to track this, you're going to notice that his camera also affects your camera. So keep going down a little bit. Right there, movement stops. So let's bring the camera back up. Fix it. Go back a few frames. See if it stays in the center. It's doing fairly decent. You know, it's nothing crazy perfect. I'm not doing this frame by frame. And there's some movement without Minnie moving his camera again. Right here, I'd say. And move the camera down. Now it's going to stay matched. Right here, I'd say. Need some more movement because Minnie's not keeping up. Okay, now Minnie does a wild look down for a second. It's kind of a slow transition of looking down. So I'm gonna try kind of playing with it here, see what I like. This seems to be tracking it good. About right here again. We need another change because it's starting to move to the right. I'm gonna up it a little bit, move it over to the right a little bit. Okay, Mini doesn't follow the camera very well again, so we're gonna go back. Now it's gonna start going down. About right there is probably good. Bring it back down. We still have a while to go of animating to do. It's not much. So he stops tracking it again, go back down. He starts going the wrong to overcorrecting again. I think I saw the motion stop there. Let's recorrect it. So now it's kind of following it instead of Mini's camera. How long did it, Mini, I do have Discord access, but I don't have the ability to send your Discord audio through right now, unless you want to show me how to do that. See, look, I'm in Discord now with you. I should be able to hear you now, Mini, but I don't believe they are able to hear you right now.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Since I moved, I changed my audio setup, so unfortunately, the way I send the audio through is not the same anymore. I wonder if there's any way I can record like the output of my desktop in general, because I do not have the output of XSplit going through to the stream.
I gotcha.
I wonder if that'll work.
Toddster said he heard me.
It might have been through my mic.
Possibly.
From my ear. I mean, I have an idea, but it's doubtful.
If you like, sir, you could technically end your stream, and I can give you my streaming code for YouTube. And then you could broadcast it through my channel.
I could do that if you want.
Yeah, let me get that for you.
All right, so we were talking basically, we decided that we're going to stop the stream here on this one. We're going to move it over to Mini's channel.
Well, keep streaming. It'll take me a little bit to get the key.
Oh, well, not just yet then, I guess. Mini's going to get some things together. We're going to start restreaming on Mini's channel, but for now we'll stay on here while I'm still editing this. How long did it take me to... Oh, actually, no, they can hear you, and he's loud? What? You can hear Mini? Mini, say something.
Greetings, commanders. This is Mini being quiet, so I don't give you earbleed syndrome.
Can you guys hear him? Oh, okay. Oh, did I accidentally already set desktop output to be inside? Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah. Let me turn him down a little bit.
Okay, Titan, that is the stream key and server URL.
Okay.
All
right, guys, we're going to go ahead and end the stream on this channel right here. We're going to go back up on Mini's channel here in just a few minutes, okay? See you guys then.
I'll have to rename it.